Okay, so I'm sure you read the title and you know exactly what this episode of Create This Book is about. So I am going to be drawing with my left hand in this video. So wish me luck. I know how it turns out. But anyway, so what I decided to do is draw something that goes together. I've seen people do they'll do Chip and Dale, with one hand and the other hand, instead of drawing the exact same thing twice. So that's what my idea with this was. So I want to give you a chance to guess what I'm drawing before I just tell you. I'll tell you before I draw the left-hand side. Let me know in the comments when you guess it. Look at the time and tell me what time you guess what it is. If you're about my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, definitely could totally guess what this is. So this is my right hand drawing part. I mean, it should turn out as good as I am, and I mean, I think it does. So yeah, I think it turns out pretty good. Once you know what it is, I mean, I'm not going to show a picture of it, but you can Google it and tell me how good or bad I did. So yeah, so basically this is pretty standard. I don't know, I'm just drawing with my right hand, nothing too interesting happening here. So yeah, drawing a little face. This is the point where I think somebody could guess it at this point. These eyes are kind of creepy. I always forget to finish eyes. I'll move on and then the eyes just look super creepy for a while. Okay, I finally fixed it. Don't worry. So now I'm done with the face. So basically, probably if you know who this is, you've guessed it at this point. But I'll still wait till the end of the first character to tell you who it is. Okay, at this point you either guessed it or you're not going to. This is Wanda from Fairly Odd Parents. So I don't know if you watch that show or not because I don't know you. But anyway, so I'm going to do Wanda and Cosmo. So if you did watch Fairly Odd Parents, then you know who they are. But so they're Timmy Turner's they're his Fairly Odd parents, and they're his godparents, but they're fairly odd, so they're his Fairly Odd parents. And so they go together, but they're not the exact same thing. So here is when I totally almost messed up this entire challenge, and I started drawing with my right hand. I don't know what that was about. Oh, I should have said earlier that I'm right-handed, and so, I mean, you probably just guessed that, but I am right-handed, and I'm not great at drawing with my left hand, and it's not something that I've really tried a lot, probably since middle school, elementary school. I mean, that's definitely something you try back then, but probably with in the last 10 years, that's probably not something that I've really tried to do. So definitely it's difficult. I don't feel I have the right grip. It just feels so weird. It just feels so wrong. The whole time I'm trying to draw, and it's just so squiggly. I feel this is 10 times worse than somebody who I feel somebody who doesn't know how to draw could do better than me. So then here with the eyes, there was no way I was gonna be able to do it. So I traced the end of the marker for that. And if you notice, I've been using my eraser as like a ruler. I don't think it's cheating. I mean, there's enough like not straight lines where I don't think it's cheating. But look at that nose. Oh dear. I mean, I can't even do the curved lines. Oh, and I tried my best to remember to even erase with my left hand. And I just feel like I have to like hand myself the pencil. Like I can't pick it up with my left hand. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't think this came out like terribly bad. Like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody who doesn't know how to draw at all like couldn't do this good. I don't know. I'd be embarrassed like to make like a crafting art YouTube channel if this is how I drew. But well, I mean, it gets worse. Like this looks okay. Now here is when I am gonna do the fine lining. I'm gonna outline everything in black marker. So yeah, so that's where it all kind of, you know, happens. So this is like okay, but the thing that happens is like great filming. Like it's totally not on camera like a lot of the time. So this is even with my right hand. I have to like move it around like so much to be able to like outline like guys, like because I have to keep it like straight. Like I gotta like move it around all crazy ways when I'm outlining. And like with my right hand, I pretty much like know like which way I have to move it. With my left hand, I was just like, I don't even know which way to angle it. Like I didn't even know where to start. So I started with the crown, and that's how that went. Like I can't do the straight lines. And like here, so it didn't even matter that I had used my eraser as my straight edge. It didn't even matter because that just all went away. I also felt like I couldn't like take my time too much. I was just like, even if I go slow at this, like it's not gonna be better. So I don't know, maybe I didn't like do my full like great attempt. That happened. So then I had to try and like even that up, and then that's a one thick line. It's got a thick chin there. So this is definitely where it all went downhill. If you were like, oh, that's not that bad before I outlined it, I mean, then it turns out pretty bad. But I could have like not outlined it, but if I was just drawing like both of these characters, I would have outlined it. So I'm like, I should do what I would normally do. So now I'm coloring it, and I just feel like I can't like give as much pressure with my pencil. Like I can't press down as hard as I normally would. I also went way too much on her eyes, and her eyes got a little bit too pink, but that's how they look in the picture generally. Hair is just like scribbles. At least there's not as much to color on him as her. And they are both characters that there's not like a ton of color like at all. And there's no like blending. Like it wasn't a very difficult picture I chose. And I'm glad like I did it like that. But I feel like I look like I'm like a 3-year-old coloring. Like comparing, like it's not good, and like I tried my best. Oh, here's where I forgot to add in her eyelashes, and I realized that here, so I fixed that. But this was really like a cool challenge. Like I'm glad I decided to do this one at this point in the book, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it was like they always say, oh, it made me step out of my comfort zone. I mean, I think that's what the whole book is like intended to do. So this was like a really cool idea. And I'm glad I didn't just do the same exact thing. But poor Cosmo. And I'm glad I didn't choose something where I had to do a lot of blending. But for some reason, he looks a little sickly. Not really sure what that's about. Maybe it has something to do with his hair being closed. But anywho, this was a super fun challenge drawing thing. I'm so glad I decided to do this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. Give it a like if you feel like it. And until next time, bye!
Woohoo! Big summer blowout?